All right, this is OneLastMidnight. Welcome back to another episode of Astroneer. So in the Wanderer update came 3 new platforms, and they're pretty exciting. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. So we were introduced to 3 different type of platforms, and one of them is the Figurine platform, which I kind of highlighted earlier already. If you look at how to find the stone figurines, I've covered the Figurine platform. You also have the large curve platform and the extra large curve platform. Now, each of these platforms takes some form of iron, whether it's in the shape of steel or whether it is just the iron itself. You also have aluminum alloy, which actually is kind of nice because I'd like to see that aluminum alloy is starting to be used more often. To unlock all of these, it's going to take 18,000 bytes. And you're also going to require to have the chemistry lab in the case of the aluminum alloy and the atmospheric condenser in the case of the items that need steel. Now, I wouldn't call this a late game item. I would call it more of a mid game item. But at the very least, you've already created the shuttle and you've visited Glacio, especially for the steel items, to get that argon and the hematite. If you notice, the extra large curve platform also requires titanium. So Glacio is really the best bet to start farming for resources for these new platforms. Once you have all the resources that you're going to need to make the aluminum alloy and the steel, head over to your chemistry lab and fire them up. Go ahead and process down your steel and then create your aluminum alloys that you need for any of the platforms. Once you're done, head over to your printers and craft your new items. The large printer is going to create the extra large curve platform, and the medium printer is going to create the large curve platform. Like any item that comes off the medium printer, you can actually carry them around to make it easier to transport to your next location. The extra large platform comes out in a ginormous box, which you can't carry, but you can just click and hold and then move forward and drag it along. Now it's time for the fun part, which is the unboxing. Now the extra large curve platform has 2 H pieces, which will allow you to place down base building pieces. So if I want to put a atmospheric condenser down, let's say, it would fit quite nicely on this extra large curve platform. There's also room for an additional storage piece, a 2-slot piece, which would work very nicely for this medium storage silo, or any 2-slot piece. The large curve platform only has space enough for 1 H. So any base building piece will fit on this item, as well as any 2-slotted connection pieces will also fit here side by side. In the case of these 2 storage silos, will fit very nicely. What's really neat about these curved pieces is that it'll allow you to create some sort of circular pattern, giving your base a unique look. I do, however, like these extra large curved pieces and smaller curved pieces for fitting around or next to any kind of natural structure. In this case, if I don't want to demolish the tree, but I want to have base building pieces here, the curved platforms would fit very nicely around these trees. Remember, you're only limited by your imagination inside of Astroneer, and I can already think of many different uses for these curved platforms. Both the large and the extra large curved platforms have 4 connection pieces, 2 on each end and 2 in the center of the curve. Finally, let's look at the Figurine platform. The Figurine platform is configured in a way that turns it into a game board. Now, we've already covered in another video how to find the stone pieces, and I won't be covering them here. But the Figurine platform can also be used for other items. Any single slot item will fit into the Figurine platform. So if I wanted to store a resource, or I wanted to store a power, or whatever it might be that has a single slot connection, you could also use the Figurine platform to store those items. Ultimately, I don't know how useful that will be, but it is an option and you can use it for that as well. It does have 4 connections, will hook up to oxygen, and will receive power. And here are all the new platforms for the Wanderer update. All right, so that was my video on the new platforms in the Wanderer update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please think about subscribing. We've got a great community here. And if you want to follow me on any of my social media, you can find links in the description below. Remember to hit that notification bell so that you can see when I go live and that when I post new videos. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.